It's a mobile world. With calls, texts, and apps to help make our lives easier. But not everyone's benefiting. Yet. Can mobile phone apps be designed to help make a better world? This series challenges app developers from around the world to visit communities who are missing out and then come up with an app that could help. A life app.
Yes.
This week, Life Apps is in India, a country at the forefront of the IT revolution and which has the world's third largest smartphone market, but where 1 in 4 people can't read or write.
Sachin Gaur lives in Delhi, the capital of India. He works in the secret side of India's high-tech boom. He has a double master's in computer cryptography, making computers safe from hacking. He also believes in using digital technology to help the less fortunate.
India has over 1 billion mobile phones. I believe social media and mobile technologies have solutions to many of its problems. My quest is to find answers to help people who are living at the bottom of the economic pyramid.
Sachin belongs to a collective called Mix.org. They use technology to help underprivileged communities. One of their ambitions is to help India's beleaguered small-scale farmers. The challenge for Sachin is to design a life app, a mobile phone app to help bring farmers a better life. In the local cafe, Sachin and his Mix.org colleagues brainstorm some early ideas.
If you have read the sad stories from, farmer suicides and all that, so there is definitely some problem on the ground which they are facing. And my intention is not to push any technology to them, but my intention is to look for a solution, which this technology can provide, because this is ubiquitous. This is something which is very cheap in India, widely available and available at a very cheap and affordable prices. If there is something you think from a problem point of view which we can address.
Something that could really be done is having a helpline that is, sort of well known within the village communities.
Or we can give them prior information that this season how the climate is going to be.
And we have to start thinking, and maybe a field visit is something which is much more needed to validate our thoughts.
Sachin starts by setting up a Facebook page to help research farmers' problems. Particularly interesting leads come from the huge southern state of Andhra Pradesh. So, Sachin flies south to state capital Hyderabad. It's the start of a 2,000-kilometer journey deep into rural India.
So just landed at the Hyderabad airport, hoping that I will get enough insights meeting those people on the ground, that what are the problems farmers are facing and what is that ICT or mobile technology can do for them.
Sachin wants to hear small-scale farmers' stories firsthand, so he can find ways an app can help. In Andhra Pradesh, 7 out of 10 farmers depend on seasonal rains. Decent rainfall can mean a bountiful harvest. But weather patterns and long-term climate change can mean rains are early, late, or fail altogether. That can wipe farmers out and cause some to take their own lives. Sachin and local guide Praveen visit Mr. Redu, who runs the community-managed Sustainable Agriculture Project, CMSA. It's largely helped eradicate suicides in the 4,000 villages it supports.
The kind of sad stories we get to hear about the farmer suicides and all that.
One day we were having a video conference with the poorest of the poor women farmers. One lady said that, "Sir, My husband committed suicide in cotton field. My father committed suicide by consuming a chemical pesticide in a cotton field after 1 or 2 years. Later my brother also committed. Amma, what are you doing now? I am doing agriculture. Then he asked, senior IAS officer, Amma, if I am in your place, I would not have gone anywhere near agriculture. Your 3 male earning members lost life due to crisis in agriculture.
My imagination, when I was sitting in Delhi, was very different. And today talking to you, now it has already a bit changed. The stereotype about a rural woman. So
Sachin wants to meet farmers like Vijaya, the woman who lost 3 family members.
BBC nunchi manchi very enthusiastic team has come to film. Yeah, 1 or 2 villages. So tomorrow they will go straight away because you are there.
2 hours from Hyderabad is Karamnaga, Vijaya's home village.
వీళ్ళు మళ్ళీ వచ్చి వీళ్ళు ఒత్తుడు అన్నట్టు ఏమైంది ఏం సంగతి ఎట్లా కడుతావు నీ అయ్యే చిన్ను ఏం సంగతి అప్పులు బాగా అది ఇది అని అంటే ఇక నేను కాదు ఇదంతా మళ్ళీ పెట్టినా కూడా అంటే మళ్ళీ కూడా పెట్టిండు అన్నయ్య ఇక పెట్టింది కానీ వర్షాలు ఎక్కువ లేవు మళ్ళీ మందులు తెచ్చుడు మళ్ళీ కొట్టుడు ఇక ఎక్కువ వండతట్లేదు అంత బాధ ఏందని అప్పటికే నేను కూడా పోతే అయిపోతుందని అన్నయ్య కూడా అందులోనే మందాయి అనిపించింది.
सो इनमें ये गैप में 2 साल 3 साल गैप में ये तो पूरा बाप मार गया हस्बैंड मार गया ब्रदर मार गया ఎంత తీసుకున్నారమ్మా అప్పుడు అప్పులు బాగా నేను పెట్టారు ఎంత అని చెప్పలేరు क्या करना बोल के बहुत सोच रहे हैं वो टाइम पे सीएम में से एंटर किया सर दूसरा फार्मर रहता ना साहब लैंड लीज लेने वाले इससे एग्रीमेंट 1 साल का 10 गुंटास में श्रीपाड़ी अदर 10 गुंटास में 36 मॉडल वो वेजिटेबल्स
okay
वेजिटेबल वो भी ये भी दोनों
SRI farming stands for System of Rice Intensification, planting young, spacing wide.
so ज़्यादा निकलना
Multi-crops is the growing of several kinds of crops. These new ideas saved Vijaya.
Vijaya's story is remarkable. Despite all the hardship she has been through, she has been able to get control of her life. I want to see this poly or multi-crop farming tomorrow that has been able to help her and other farmers turn around their lives.
Vijaya turned her farm around by using new methods her family had never heard about. Sachin's thinking that stories like this should be heard by a much wider audience. The next day, Sachin heads deeper into Andhra Pradesh to Nandigama. Samuel's troubles include expensive fertilizers, low crop prices, and drought. Samuel's story also has a positive twist. He's found hope in organic farming. In a land famous for its green revolution, with its emphasis on fertilizers and man-made chemicals, Samuel's taken advice to farm more naturally. Worms and insects keep the soil healthy, and local organic matter feeds his crops.
उस कीड़ों को बचाने के लिए इसको पूरा हटा दिया यूरिया और फास्फेट और ये फाइजन को हटा दिया तो जमीन ऐसा हो गया एकदम लूज नहीं अगर तो जमीन को ऐसे पकड़ के ले नहीं सकती थी ऐसे ये ऐसे एकदम खुला हो गया जमीन क्योंकि ये जमीन में ताकत बढ़ी है जैसे किसी को पीने की आदत रहती तो एकदम बंद नहीं कर सकते उससे और वो पीते पीते अगर ऐसे हमेशा पीते रहता
राइट
जैसे इसीलिए हम फास्फेट यूरिया को बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं इससे क्यों नहीं जीतते हम अब जीते बल्कि हम पूरा को बोले कि हम इसको हम यूरिया फास्फेट के बिना हम खेत पिकाते बोल के चैलेंज करे हमारा गांव में हम
Sachin has discovered how farmers have improvised to deal with their problems.
better tasting. This is 36 by 36.
Samuel's neighbors Narayam and Narsama farm a narrow strip of land. With Samuel's help, they rely not only on organic farming, but on multi-crops, planting several crops, not just one like rice. It's a blend of traditional farming wisdom and modern scientific knowledge.
तो ये लोग जो है इस 10 गुंठा मॉडल में अब ये जो पूरी तरकारी पिकाते हैं लोग, अच्छा, पूरी तरकारी के अंदर कितना आता है बोले तो कभी कभी ये लोग बोलते हैं कि कुछ इन पर जैसे कि उन पर इतना फायदा आया, इन पर ये जासा नहीं रखते लोग। कभी बोलते हैं कि किसी डर होगा इनके बच्चों का, अरे इतना फायदा आता है, अम्मा तुम क्या कर रहे, बाप तुम क्या कर रहे, हमारा देव बोल के ये छुपाता है, कुछ नहीं मालूम है। तो परसों तो बोला इन्होंने हर महीने 3,500 रुपये आता है इनमें, अच्छा, हर महीने में।
तो आप खुश हैं इससे?
संतोष है नानी को, हाँ,
पैसा मिल रहा है आपको?
हाँ।
आप खुद खाते हैं या बेचते हैं इसको?
Narayan and his neighbors now grow several crops all year round. Not just the standard old rice crop. They've more than doubled their income, an extra $2 a day each or more. The message Sachin's picking up here in Andhra Pradesh is that some small-scale farmers are coming up with fresh ideas and initiatives. Too often, other farmers just don't hear about them. But there are people trying to change that. Santosha's with the CMSA Women's Self-Help Group in Ramayampeth. She runs their organic pest control store. She spreads the word using very basic technology. She's using a pictorial way of helping villagers remember new farming ideas.
ఉన్న మంది అంతా ఒకసారి మంట పెట్టుకుంటే పక్క పక్కన 7 గంటల నుంచి 9 గంటల వరకు పెడితే ఒక్కసారి మంటలా అవి తినేటి ఆహారం అని ఎర్రగా కనబడుతుంటే ఇంట్లో రెప్పల పురుగులు తల్లి పురుగు వచ్చి చనిపోతున్నాయి సార్, చూసినాం కూడా, నేను చేసినాం.
I want to ask her if she is given a mobile phone and she can tell all this what she has been telling us, say to most of the world, you know, will she be happy about it because she has that knowledge or she has that confidence?
వాళ్ళు ఏమడుగుతున్నారంటే అమ్మ, వాళ్ళు నీకు ఒక సెల్ ఫోన్లో ఒక చిన్న ఇది ఇస్తారు. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎట్లా ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడతాం, SMS పంపుతామో అట్లాంటి అప్లికేషన్ అంటారు వాళ్ళు. అది ఇస్తే దాంట్లో మనం మాట్లాడితే ఏంటంటే 100 మంది 1000 మందికి పోతుంది అన్నట్టు నీ సమాచారం. అట్లా నువ్వు అంటే మేము ఇస్తే నువ్వు చెప్తావా 10 మందికి, అంటే ఇంతమందికి నువ్వు దీని గురించి చెప్తావా ఈ వ్యవసాయం గురించి అని అడుగుతా. She's saying yes.
Happy.
Verbal storytelling is part of the cultural landscape of India, so Sachin needs to know if Santosha will be happy using text.
సో ఏం అడిగిందంటే అమ్మ, నువ్వు ఫోన్ వాడేటప్పుడు ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడడానికి ఎక్కువ ఇష్టపడతావా లేకుంటే SMS పంపడానికి ఇష్టపడతావా అంటే నేను మాట్లాడడానికి ఇష్టపడుతుండొచ్చు అన్నాను. కరెక్టేనా? ఎందుకంటే
స్పీకింగ్. So we want to do something for them. We want to build something for them. Can I come her to again and show her what I can build?
రావచ్చా అని అడుగుతున్నాడు ఫస్ట్. వస్తా, అప్పుడు వచ్చి చూపిస్తాను మీకు.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sachin's heading back to Hyderabad to assess everything he's learned. It's becoming clear that a mobile phone app could help. It could collect and disseminate stories of better farming practice, like those he's been hearing about here in Andhra Pradesh.
I see that this mobile application which we are thinking of could really do something of impact if we could package their stories in a way that they do not struggle learning technology. Instead, being what they are good at, which is, telling their own case studies in their way they are comfortable with.
Sachin wants to play to the farmers' strengths, verbal storytelling. In state capital Hyderabad, stories travel fast. People cross-pollinate ideas and experiences. Could farmers share ideas in the same way? For inspiration, Sachin's calling on the Honeybee Network. For 25 years, Honeybee has been gathering up ideas and inventions from farmers, entrepreneurs, and scholars across the world. They help with patents, funding, and spreading ideas on the internet. So Sachin's calling on the network's Brigadier Ganesham to see how honeybee works in Andhra Pradesh.
It is like a real pleasure sitting here because I have read a lot about honeybee network.
There is tremendous hidden knowledge in the villages or the grassroots level, and they have the ability to solve their problems to a great extent. And that's because they have a harmony with the nature. Solution identified by a farmer for his own problem is required by many such farmers in this country, if not in the world. Now, all of them are not so blessed like this farmer who solved his problem.
Right.
But if they get this technology, this innovation, then productivity of all of them, millions of them, will slightly go up at no cost.
I'm so excited today after meeting Brigadier Ganesham. These stories of farmers and rural innovators are so amazing that I'm dying to meet them tomorrow.
So Sachin's off to meet one of the farmers turned inventor whose ideas Honeybee is backing. After a 9-hour drive, he meets Saida Patan.
How are you?
With electricity as sporadic as the rains, power for irrigating farms is vital. Saida's answer? His $400 windmill.
हमारे दुकान के पास थोड़े रईतो आते हैं, जंगल वाले खेती करने वाले आते हैं, उनके प्रॉब्लम्स बोलते रहते हैं, ऐसा पानी नहीं है, जंगल में पानी नहीं है, सूख जाता है, बारिश नहीं पड़ा टाइम को, ये बोलते हैं। उनके लिए मैं थोड़ा कर सकता हूँ, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, कैसा कर सकता हूँ, फ्री से उनको मैं वो सब भी इनोवेशन देना चाहे मैं, इसलिए मैं पहले विंडमिल बना दिया। विंडमिल को एक सूत्रम बना दिया, याद कर दिया। ये सूत्रम क्या करता बोले तो ये इधर से हवा आता है समझो, ये डायरेक्शन लेके सामने का जाएगा ऊपर का, आके ये फेस को हवा देगा, ये बैक साइड को हवा ये टिकाएगा। ये हवा किधर से आता है तो भी डायरेक्शन लेके ऑटोमेटिक से वो डायरेक्शन बदला के इसे हवा देगा। अब आएगा ना अब
Nearby, in Sharajpet, women weave beautiful saris. Chintakinda's family are farmers and weavers. So to help, he invented the ASU machine. He wanted to save women weavers the tedium and pain of repeating a single motion 9,000 times a day, just to make one sari.
How are you?
Fine, very fine.
क्यों बनाया आपने ये मशीन?
మా నాన్నకొకరికి మొగ్గానికి అందేయడానికి పర్వాలేదు అక్కడ సరిపోయింది. నేను ఎప్పుడైతే మొగ్గం నేర్చుకున్నానో ఆ మొగ్గ నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత ఆమెకు అందేయడం చాలా కష్టమైపోయింది అన్నమాట. 2 మొగ్గాలకు ఆమె ప్రిపేర్ చేయడం చాలా ఇబ్బంది అయిపోయింది. తను రోజు సాయంత్రము ఈ ఆసు పోయడము ఇదంతా పెయిన్ తోటి ఈ కంటి చూపుతోటి రోజు ఇబ్బంది పడుతుండేది. కాబట్టి ఆసు పోయడానికి ఏదైనా మార్గం మామూలు ప్లాన్ చేస్తే ఇలాంటి ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు కదా, నీకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు నాకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు అనుకొని నేను ఆలోచన చేసి దీన్ని చేయడానికి నేను అక్కడ స్టార్ట్ చేశాను.
Sachin's now travelled over 2,000 kilometres learning about the innovative ways India's farmers are improving their own lives. He's convinced mobile phones can help people share ideas so everyone can benefit.
So, 2 of my big worries, whether people will have mobile phones and connectivity, so that is already there. Whether they can afford the mobile phone, that is already there. What is not there is a very simple and intuitive solution for them so that they can use these gadgets to tell their stories, share their questions, doubts, anything where they are stuck.
Back in Delhi, Sachin's team work with volunteers who've offered to help build his story-sharing life app.
How we can utilize this mobile app to solve real-time problems of these farmers.
So could see a picture and then click on it.
The idea they're settling on is to use pictures and voice recordings instead of text.
So how we can, do a system which is for farmers, where they can share, they can learn, and they can build that and innovate.
They come up with a working model, the Mobile Harvest app. It's an app that helps farmers share stories and ideas and can be developed into a fully fledged smartphone app.
So I wanted to show you this application, which I have built for farmers in India. So with the help of few clicks, I am able to listen to a story, which could be created from any corner of the country.
Back in Andhra Pradesh, Sachin wants to field test his Mobile Harvest app. First, Santosha.
मैंने ये जो सिस्टम बना, जब मैं आया था पहले मिले थे, जब हम बात किए थे यहाँ पे, उसके बाद अभी मैंने दिल्ली जाकर एक सिस्टम बनाया। वो सिस्टम मैं आपको दिखाने के लिए लेकर आया हूँ।
Step 1. The user logs in to the Mobile Harvest app.
इस सिस्टम में क्या है कि आप इसको टच करेंगे तो आप दो चीज़ें देखेंगे, तो माइक और एक कान। सुनने का रहेगा।
Step 2. Record the idea.
बोलने का रहेगा तो हरे बटन से चालू करेंगे, लाल बटन से, तो फिर मैं आपको आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड करके इसमें आपको सुना के भी दिखाता हूँ। जोर से बोलो।
నా పేరు సంతోష.
Step 3. Select a suitable image. Step 4. Share your idea with the whole community via the app.
सुनने का रहेगा तो ऐसे ही हम उसे दबाएंगे सुनने का, तो हमको क्या दिखेगा? तस्वीर दिखेगा। जिस तस्वीर पे हम दबाएंगे तो उसका हमें सुनाई देगा। तो इस तरीके से आप अपनी बात सुन सकते हो और अपनी बात सुना सकते हो। बराबर? आपको ये सिस्टम कैसा लगा और इससे आपको फायदा होगा कि नहीं?
కానీ మీరు ఈ ఫోన్ నేర్పిస్తారు సార్, నాకు వీజుగా ఉంది, నేను నేర్చుకొని చేయగలుగుతా, చెప్పగలుగుతా. మీరు మీరు చెప్పిన సమాధానానికి కూడా నా తడ ఉన్నది టాలెంట్, లేదని కాదు. మనం మెసేజ్ రాయడం కన్నా చెప్పింది మంచిగా, ఒక బుక్ రాయడం కన్నా ఈ బుర్రలో పెట్టి ఈ బుర్ర నుంచి వాళ్ళ చెప్పింది తొందరగా అనుకుంటారు.
So what does organic farmer Samuel make of Sachin's Mobile Harvest app?
क्या फायदा आपको नजर आ रहा है?
एक आदमी से फोन करके उनको अपने जो उनको कोई तरीका सुनाते तो कितने भी लोगों को इससे इंटरनेट के हिसाब से जाते। इंडिया ने पूरी
With Sachin's life app using sound and images, you don't have to be fully literate to use it. So what does Mr. Redu, who helped plan Sachin's journey, think of the prototype app?
My pleasure having a lot of this valuable input from you.
I call it a literacy neutral application.
Right.
I think it throws a very exciting opportunity, and I hope you are going to launch a pilot with us. Then I can give better feedback after we run through the pilot.
Now that I have shown the application to at least 6 people, and they all represent different stakeholders. So right now I am very happy with the work which has happened, with the feedback which I have got, and there's a lot of detailed feedback which I have got on which I want to work on. So from here I want to develop this application, make it more robust and take it through the pilots, those trials, and make it something which can be adopted nationwide. So long way to go, it's just the beginning of the project.